All right. Welcome back to Bagel's Vlog. Thanks for joining my kitchen today. Today's Sunday, and I wanted to share something special I'm going to do today. You know, I make combination of food. I've been testing combination of food to see how good they are for diabetics, so I can learn to eat the right food to maintain my low blood sugar. But by doing that, I'm discovering a lot of food that I can't eat because the combinations is spiking me way too high. So that is something to limit some of the things we can eat as a diabetic. But it gives us an opportunity to add new things and create new things. I mean, already liking to cook, I'm always taking opportunity to add new things. So today I'm going to do something I never did before, just to create out of my head. Today I'm gonna cook dumplings and lamb. Okay? Lamb and dumplings. But the catch here is gonna be this. I'm gonna make coconut dumplings with spinach. Now, this is something crazy, but with cooking as an art, you could go crazy. Put some healthy coconut, some healthy spinach, and some not so healthy flour, okay? But if I do it right and make dumplings small, I can manage my portions and still eat the carb in the flour. But I add the coconut and the spinach, and I'm going to do some chicken, but the chicken is going to be more like a fried. I'm going to fry the chicken in olive oil, so it's not going to be cooked like that. Now, the lamb, I'm going to cook the lamb with lots of vegetables. Because, you know, I cook natural, all right? I don't put too much other stuff in my food besides natural herbs and seasoning. But the baseline of this is going to be all these tomatoes, these cherry tomatoes. These are beautiful tomatoes, and they give really good flavor, right? They give really good flavor. So that's going to be the baseline with the onions and the garlics and the peppers and so on, right? Then I'm going to do some vegetables by itself. I always do vegetables, if you know me. I always have vegetable green. 4 different not vegetables, but greens. Sorry, greens. 4 different greens in this bag. I always cook greens separate, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Lamb and coconut dumpling and with spinach and some chicken. And what I'm going to have to do is fresh coconut. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to grind the coconut in this grinder, and I'm going to use some of it, not all of it, but I'm going to use some of it, and that's going to be foundation for my coconut because fresh. I want it to be fresh. So once you're grinding it, so I have my blender right here, and I'm going to do that. Pause that a little bit. So I'm gonna make it. I think I need a little bit more grinding on that. Give it a little more texture. You see? So maybe a little bit more water in here, so it could spin around better and get a little smoother, so I don't taste the coconut too heavily, but good enough to enjoy. That's better. Ha! Woo! So, put that together. And that's good. So that's gonna be coconut, fresh coconut, gonna go in here. And I add some salt and some baking powder. Right? But that's the foundation what I'm gonna cook. But before I move on my cooking, I want to share something I'm very proud of with you guys. I made some guava jelly for my wife. Okay, this is guavas here. All right, these are guavas, fruits, and I have to put a lot of spices and sugar, and I made this guava jelly here because she loved that. But I don't eat it because it's made with sugar. But she could eat it. It's beautiful. It tastes really good on desserts and on bread and so on and things like that. So I want to put that in here because I'm very proud of that. First time I made it, and it's really smelled really good and really good. All right, so let me start focusing on making my dumplings first. I'm gonna knead the dough first before I start cooking. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so I'm about to make the dumplings first. I'll make dumplings first. So I bought a 1.5 cups of flour in here. You know, I really don't like to use flour, but I have to try sometime to make some things. I have to balance my portions. Okay, so I'm gonna throw my coconut. And this is the first time I'm doing this, so I don't know if this will make any sense, but I believe a cook have a right to improvise, and do whatever they feel like to make a nutritious meal. And I'm going to put spinach in this now. I have some crushed spinach I have here. Right? I didn't want to blend the spinach or anything. I want to have the spinach whole like this in the dumplings. And put a little bit more of this coconut. Right. Okay, so that's going to be that. I put a little salt in that. As you know, I use put a little salt in that, not too much salt. I use just real salt. I use real salt, but I put in a little bottle to make it easy. Yeah. So I have baking powder. I put a little baking, not too much, a little baking powder. A little baking powder here, and but that's it. Because you don't want to put too much other stuff in here. You want to swap like a bread or like a bread or anything. So you want to keep it just a little bit to give it a little body as it gets in the water. And then there's nothing else going to go in here but that. So it looks like this: the coconut and the spinach in the flour. See? And I put a little water to tighten it up and make it bind, help it to bind. All right, that's it. And that's going to be my dumplings in a minute. And this is different because I never did nothing like this before. And you know, I want to thank my wife for helping me. You know, we're not professionals. We're trying, and she's trying her best with me here, and I'm working on this, and we coming along good. You know, we're coming along good. One day as we do more of these videos, we get better at it every day of making our videos and everything. But for now, we're just doing the best we can. And I'm thankful for her helping me. You know, because sometimes I do by myself and she's really busy. But today's Sunday. And this flour is coming in nice. This flour is coming in nice. Yep, look at that. See how quick that come together? That come in there real nice fast. And it looks good. So it's something completely different. Look at that. Spinach and coconut in the dough here. Right? Hold on. You know, get a little bit more turning. And it's binding pretty good. So this is ready to go. So this gonna cook. So give it a few minutes, and that's gonna cook. Look at that. The dough bread is ready. Not too much, just enough to have a little fun and enjoyable eating. And this is a little brand new recipe for me. All right, so now I'm gonna go and get my my pots ready. I have to heat the pots and so on. Get that ready so I can start transferring these to the pot. So the cooking will start. All right, nice. All right, so now I'm coming to the stove here. My pots are pretty much hot and ready to go, or maybe too hot. Here, also gonna eat this food with some, I have some steamed plantains and some green bananas steamed here. And that's gonna be a side to eat with the meat I'm cooking and the dumplings. So that's just a little extra thing here. So now I'm ready to, my pots are steaming hot. So I'm gonna put my tomatoes and stuff in the pot here. I know I like my, you know, that's my favorite thing, you know. This pot I'm using here is a griddle pot, so it keeps the meat and the sauce separate. That's my baseline for that. So that's ready to go. And they're going to do 2 or 3 things at the same time, okay? So at the same time, they're going to put the vegetables in the pot here. It's greens. I keep saying vegetables. My greens. I will cook for a few minutes, not too long. I don't put anything else in that besides the greens. I just cook by itself for about 2 or 3 minutes. No seasoning or anything. Just that. And this is going to be rolling here for a little while. Yeah, so pretty. All those colors, to me, all that colors is nutrients. And I'm trying to get a very nutritious meal for my body here without having to use any chemical, any artificial seasoning. So all these colors to me is nutrients. Once you see colors, you know you have a variety of herbs in your food. And here, chicken, just gonna go in the oil directly, I guess. This chicken already seasoned, and they're kind of frying like in olive oil. No flour. I'm not using any flour to fry or anything. Just straight chicken, just frying straight in the oil. I'm not putting any flour or eggs or anything on it. You know, makes a mess though. It's flapping everywhere. And I need to cover this a little bit here so that leaves no splattering. Yep. I don't putting any adding any flour because I'm trying to keep down the carbohydrates now as I cook the chicken, and don't add no to make it like fried chicken and where it get unhealthy. So there's not much chicken and enough oil in there, hot, very hot for the chicken. And boom, that right, leave that there, not cover tight or anything. Leave that in the cook for a little bit. Come back here. So you can see I have to let this cook a little bit so to get my tomatoes melted to start creating my sauce. Right? So everything should take a few minutes, and this is going to be fast cooking. Everything should take a few minutes to cook. Alright? Then I'm going to put in a minute I'm going to put in my my lamb. Okay? Alright. So my lamb is here. My lamb is already seasoned, so it has salt and black pepper in my lamb. Salt and black pepper in my lamb, and a little green seasoning. So that goes in here. See? That's going to be my... I'm going to cover this bad boy up and let it go for a while. See? That tail lamb is nice and cooked, tender. So this pan, the lamb, the meat stay above and the sauce kind of stays in these crevices here. So it kind of cook a little separate and the sauce remain like a little flavor at the bottom. I like how it cooks. It's a very good pan. Love this pan. So now we're going to cover that up and let that cook, steam until the lamb is done. It may take a little while, maybe 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes for that to get just perfectly right. In the meantime, my chicken is rolling, still frying here. And in a minute, my water boiling for my dumpling. So the water boil, I start putting in the dumpling in there. And you see my greens is almost done already here. I don't make my greens cook too long. I don't put too much stuff in the greens. I'm just steaming it around so it don't get a little edible and not so crunchy and raw. Plus any kind of chemicals on it or any bacteria, whatever. I try to kill a little bit of that by cooking a little. I don't eat it too raw because what these people have in these farms, So that's almost done. That's it, almost done. So just this cooking, chicken frying some more, water boiling, and I'll put dumpling there in a minute. Alright, so my you can see my greens is finished. Oh, the greens are done. See, very simple. Nothing complicated. Didn't even add no salt, no seasoning, anything. Just steam the greens a little bit because all the salt from the gravy when I'm eating the food would mix with this, and that way I don't add too much salt. And there's the greens is done. And I love this, yeah. I just cook it so that it kill any bacteria, any germs or anything. That might be from the plant, from the gardens. So the greens is done, that's good right there. And now I'm going to put my dumpling in. By the way, my chicken is also done. So this chicken is going to come out also. And go in that container with a piece of other foil. So that, paper towel, take off some of the grease. The chicken is done. It's just a plain chicken. Just a plain chicken. The way my wife like it. That's all she want. She don't want no seed, no vegetables, nothing in it. Just plain chicken. Fried and fried down like that. So no extra calories added to that. No flour, no dough, no eggs or nothing. Just that. That's good to go for her. See, I know what she like. So I cook it the way she like it. Now I'm going to put my dumpling. The water is boiling heavy. And here's my dumplings. What I'm going to do is make small dumplings so that I could control the portions better. So I just take a piece of dough, roll it in my hands, and I'm going to make different shapes. So it's one dumpling. See, small pieces. We'll make a little dumpling. Roll it in my hands. Boom. See? I'm gonna get a variety of shapes. Some gonna be round like this. Some gonna be a little ball. See? And some gonna be long. See? So that's it. I have a lot to put in, so I may not show you how I put all of them in, but you get the idea of how I'm putting them in. Take a little while to roll these in. There's so many of them. So I'm gonna get different shapes. I could do different shapes for have fun. Some are gonna roll it like this and then flatten it down like this and put it in there. So I get a variety of shapes and make fun eating. And because it's small, I can control my portions better. Well, as I know I eat in flour, which has lots of carbs, this allows me to eat 1 or 2 dumplings and spread it out over time, eating it. So, but my lamb is still rolling. So you can see here, I'll continue with dumpling in a minute. My lamb is still going, it's almost there. See, sauce getting thick. And this is going to be the gravy for all the stuff. So I don't need to put salt and other things in the dumpling or anything in the water. This is going to provide all the salt I need. And I balance my pressure also with my salt intake. So this is almost done. See, it's beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Tomato sauce with lamb. See? Well, using fresh tomatoes, fresh cherry tomatoes. So I'll leave that for a little bit again. And I'm going to continue putting in my dumplings till I have all dumplings in the pot. And we should be finished soon. All right, so my lamb in tomato sauce, that's finished. Put that in my pan. Get ready to eat. That'd be good. See, nice vegetable sauce. All that vegetables in there, bursting with flavor. And there's no chemicals in here, no powder seasonings, no bad stuff. Okay, no bad stuff in here. That's it. See, so that's ready to go. That's my meat. So my 2 meats are done. There's my chicken here. You might have like it. Tastes very, very beautiful. Tastes beautiful. And tastes very beautiful. And then my lamb here looks and smells delicious. And here is my green banana steam and green plantain steam. And then my greens is here. So the last thing on the stove now is the dumplings. And they're boiling. They have to boil for a little bit. Maybe boil till the dough is cooked. Look how pretty they look. Coconut spinach dumpling. First time trying something like this. Coconut spinach dumpling. We'll be eating with greens, lamb sauce, lamb and tomato, and green bananas and plantain with a little greens. I'm telling you, man, good good Sunday. Very healthy food. Very healthy. You know, when I eat chicken, French chicken, it's always bad for you in a fried chicken. When I fry chicken like this, I add no seasonings, no flour, no eggs, anything. Just natural herb seasoning and fry in the oil a little bit. That's it. And that tastes like a nice chicken strip type of thing. Very good. And I'm waiting for the dumpling. So get dumpling a few more, about 10 minutes for the dumpling. And we'll be done. Ready to eat. I'm enjoying this. Gotta try something new all the time and add to your menu because as a diabetic, there's so much stuff bad. So we gotta find things that make good combinations for us. So 10 more minutes and this should be done. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn the stove off now and take out my dumplings. I hope I didn't put too much baking powder in these because I don't normally put baking powder in my dumpling too much. But I put some in here and I normally don't like too much, but either way, it'll be good. But you don't want to put too much baking powder in dumplings. Or matter of fact, you don't want to put any baking powder in dumplings because they need to be a little solid, a little firm, you know? But this was bigger than I expected. But they look beautiful. Look at that. You gotta one of these spoons to take this out of this water. And if you look at the water, you see here, you can see all the coconut. All the coconut milk come out into the water. But that's plenty carbs there. So my dumpling is done. So here's my complete improvised meal. It's gonna be spinach and coconut dumpling with lamb steamed down in cherry tomatoes, some fried chicken pieces, 4 greens, steamed plantain, and green banana. That's it. That's it. A nice variety to make a nice combination. Pretty healthy stuff. Okay? So that's it. Good. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of freshen up and get ready to have dinner with my wife. And we'll enjoy this. I'll let you know how it tastes. I'm feeling happy. I'm smiling. I'm feeling happy because I try everything that was brand new for me. And I'm improvising all the time, creating new meals and new combination of meals. Strictly focused on health. And then blood pressure and diabetes. So salt is limited and everything else is under control. So I know what I'm putting in the pot to protect against extending my illnesses and making sure they get better, not worse. All right, so let it cool down for a bit. I'm going to freshen up and wash up my hands and get ready to eat. All right, see, cool. All right. So time to eat now. You know, I'll clean up my hands and take a 5, get off my leg a little bit. And now I'm ready to eat before this food gets too cold. See? So look at my plate, beautiful. My dumplings with spinach and coconut. My lamb in my tomato sauce, my fresh tomatoes. My greens, my plantain, my green banana, and a piece of beet, and my glass of wine. And my wife, she's having chicken. Because she's having chicken because she's not having a lamb. That's why I always cook. So both of she have a little bit of lamb in her plate. Yeah, she have a little bit of lamb. But I had chicken yesterday, so I'm messing with chicken today. I want to get a clear understanding how lamb and dumpling, and this coconut dumpling will work for my blood sugar. So I don't mix too much different meats in here. I wouldn't be able to assess it properly. So I want to separate this, make sure I have the lamb by itself and the dumplings, and I can understand this better. And I don't want to eat no chicken today anyway, but I'm not going to mix it up. So I took my blood sugar already, and I starting at 102. So I'm starting at 102, right? Which is pretty good for the morning because I fasted from breakfast this morning. I've been fasting all morning while I was cooking, but I was snacking a little bit while I was cooking, snacking on food, tasting it and so on. So my blood sugar would not be under 100 because I'm eating a little bit as I cook. But now that's a good starting point for me, and I'm gonna eat. So let me test this out so you can first see my reaction, my first try of my coconut dumpling with piece of lamb. So, oh my God. First, let me try them by itself first. It's so good. Oh my God. I never see anybody do that. No, my goodness. Let me put a piece of lamb with that there. It's freaking good. It's so good. So good. If this doesn't have a negative effect on my blood sugar, you know, I'm cooking this again. Often. But I know everything else in the plate tastes. I know they affect me. They're okay. Small portions of all them. But I limit my dumpling to 4-5 small dumplings. So that shouldn't be too much carbs. So that should balance out pretty good with the greens and everything. We'll see in about an hour and a half, okay? But I'm telling you, this stuff is good. And I'm not joking. It's good. Flavor. So anyway, hope you enjoy that. Try cooking like me. Try cooking healthy, which with less salt, less chemicals, more herbs to work and increase your manage your blood sugar, manage your blood pressure, acid reflux, and cholesterol in some case, you know? So, blessings. I shall eat my food, and I should be back in an hour and a half to let you know how this food affect me after starting at 102 my blood sugar. All right, time to eat. All right. I'm glad you stay around. Yeah, you stay around. It's been an hour and a half since I had that wonderful meal. I'm telling you, very enjoyable. Since then, I had taken my blood sugar an hour and a half after, and it's not too bad, you know. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but it's not too bad. So it's 146, okay? 146. 146, right? So a normal the recommendation for type 2 diabetic is to go under 180 after an hour and a half or 2 hours. 146 is fantastic for type 2. But I've been trying to make sure and roll back my diabetes to like a normal person. So my target is 140. So 146 is not 5-star to me because I didn't get them at 140, but it's good for a tasty meal like that. But here the strength of that meal, I don't have to eat anything again for the rest of the night. It's a solid meal for fasting. You see? And it's critical, even though it's 6 points over where I want to be, the benefit of a meal like that allow me to fast. My blood sugar will be under 140 next 10 minutes. But now I can fast 5, 6, 7, maybe for the rest of the night till tomorrow. Because after an hour and a half, I'm full. I'm still full. I'm still full and feeling good. It was nutritious and very filling. So you always have to consider your fasting in what you eat. So even though I didn't know 140, is it good for fasting? So I eat this food again. But what I will do, I will take away the plantain. So I have some more food there. When I eat again tomorrow that rest of food, I will eat the dumplings and the lamb and maybe the banana. But I will take away one of those, the plantain or the banana, because they're sweet. See, probably the greens, the dumpling, and the lamb. So this is the kind of thing you learn from eating combination food. I know the plantain's sweet. I know the green banana was sweet because it was almost ripe. So I know those are natural sugar. I'm going to get sugar from those. So I'll get a spike from this. I know I'll get a spike from the flour and the dumpling. All three of them was okay for me. But together, the three of them create a higher spike than I wanted. You see? So not because something is good for you, that means you could eat all of it together. I could eat the plantain with something else. Eat the green banana with something else. But eating all three together didn't give me the good results I wanted. You see? Although it was not bad. But the point to learn here is that you eat a good meal like that so you can fast properly, because you can't lose weight if you're not fasting. You have to fast to lose weight. You just can't lose weight if you're not fasting. And fasting is a part of life. I think we were born to fast. I think nature tells us we have to fast. If we don't fast, our kidneys and our pancreas is why it gets destroyed like it is today for me. You eat too much. It's constantly eating every hour, every 2 hours. Fasting is natural. Animals do it all the time. Look at the dog. I have dogs. They fast. If I feed them all the time, they don't eat it. They don't eat until time to eat. So fasting is a natural part of our lives, I think. You know, and we got messed up thinking fasting only have to do with praying. But I've learned now that in my later part of my life here, that fasting is essential. I wish I knew this before. So now I eat food that could allow me to fast. And this is one of those food. But to hit my target, only to hit my target, I will take away the sweet plantain. And I promise I'll be under 140. So knowing the combination of food, knowing the value of each food in the combination, which one you could remove, which one you could put back in, is very helpful in maintaining your blood sugar. So I feel good about this meal. I give it 4 stars because it didn't hit my under 40, but 6 points. And I'm going to fast for the rest of the night. I'm solid. I'm feeling good. Plus, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that food. It was really good. But when I eat tomorrow, no plantain. I'll eat my green banana, my dumpling with my coconut and spinach, which was fantastic. My wife don't eat dumplings. She ate 2 dumplings tonight. I promise you she ate 2. I know, tell no lie, she ate 2 dumplings. That's how good it is. So I'll have more, but I'll take off one of the items. See? So this is what I'm doing. I help me to maintain my blood sugar, sustain my health, and seeking to live a much longer life than hurt it, killing myself. You know, I have families and friends who die from diabetes, and I've seen they die because they didn't know how to manage the diabetes. They didn't manage their food. They didn't understand their combinations. They thought good things make a lot of the good things together because they're all good. But I found out that's not true. You can eat good things with other things and balance your meal and survive properly, but don't eat all the good things together in one plate, right? And there's a good evidence of that. Everything was good, but together they were a little powerful than I want them to be. So I remove one and I'll be fine, all right? So thank you very much. If you like what I'm saying and this is useful to you, this is good for whether you're diabetic or not. Share, subscribe, hit the bell so I get more. I really enjoy doing this. I'm doing this because I have a type 2 diabetic, and I want to share what I'm learning with anybody who have type 2 or have potential to be a diabetic, or who just don't want to be a diabetic. I'm sharing how I'm doing it, because in the past, I sustained very, very high blood sugar levels. When I wake up in the morning, it used to be 145, 148, just waking up every day till my doctor put me on medicine, you know. So since then, now I don't hardly wake up over 100, you know. So I'm sharing for that purpose. So I want to get the word out. I want to get as much people. I'm new to blogging, and I want to get the word and get my spread to as much people as possible. So your help would be truly appreciated. You're helping me, helping anyone who could use this information. All right. So blessings again. Love you guys. Take care. Come back again and see what Big O has to offer. And thank my wife for always supporting and being here and taking these videos for me. And my kids bought me a new iPhone, so my videos might be looking better. My voice might be a little better on these ones too, because I have a little mic also. So I appreciate that, kids. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye. Blessings.